Hello student, today we are going to continue with the second chapter, cell and its structure. In the last video we have studied about the cell, its function and difference between plants and animal cell. In keeping view the plants and animal cell, today we are going to learn about different types of cell organelles. Both plant and animal cells are surrounded by cell membrane. Cell membrane is a thin, flexible layer which separates it from the outside. It's help in the protection of the cell and also control the entry and the removal of the substances. It acts as a semi-permeable membrane and keep a check in the entering and the outgoing substances from the cell. Plant cells have an extra layer called the cell wall that surrounds the cell membrane. It is tough and stronger than cell membrane. It provides support to the plant for growth and keep a proper shape. Animals have skeleton to support and growth, but in the plant, it is cell wall that help the plant to stand tall and help in growing. Inside the cell membrane, there are some structure called the cell organelles. These are tiny organs and each of them perform specific jobs. Like some organelles bring in food and some helps get rid of waste. Some repair the cell and some helps in growth and reproduction. All the organelles are held in a special liquid called the cytoplasm. It is usually made up of colorless and 80% of water. The major cell organelles present in a cell are nucleus, vacuole, mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, chloroplast, and lysosome. Let's start discussing them one by one. First, nucleus. It is the control center of the cell like brain in human. It contains DNA that determine what kind of cell it will be and when it will be dividing. It is covered with membrane called nuclear membrane which have pore inside them. Next is vacuole. They are basically for storage purpose. Water and other material are stored. Usually plants have one large vacuole, but in animal cell there are many vacuoles which are called as the vesicles. Vacuoles are often the largest organelle in a plant cell. But when plant do not get sufficient amount of water, the vacuoles shrinks. This result in wilting of the plants. Mitochondria, known as the powerhouse of the cell, they take the food and convert it into energy in the form of ATP. This energy is being used by rest part of the cell. The process of breakdown of sugar in the presence of oxygen inside the cell is called cellular respiration. Ribosomes look like tiny balls but work like tiny factories. They synthesize protein for the cell. Cell uses this protein for repair, damage and growth. Some ribosomes float free in the cytoplasm while some are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum and known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Lysosomes. They contain digestive enzyme, acid hydrolase. They digest the excess and worn out organelles, food particles, and engulf bacteria and viruses. Endoplasmic reticulum. It helps in the cellular transportation and forms a network. It transports the protein to the Golgi apparatus. When it is of two types, rough and smooth. Golgi apparatus. It acts as a post office for the cell. It helps in the transportation of the thing outside the cell. It checks them, packs them, and sends them where it is need to be going. Next are plastids, which are only found in the plant cell. It contains green color chlorophyll and thus become the chloroplast. Chlorophyll help in the photosynthesis to break down the sugar. Chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight and helps in the forming of the sugar. Simple plant may have one or two in them, but complex plant may have 100 or more of the chloroplast. Cell along with the cell organelles help in the living thing to work. Thus, we can say that the cell is the basic and structural unit of life. So, concluding the chapter for today, just go through all the points clearly. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.